Hi, this is Gary Kay. We're here at the DSE show, day one here in Las Vegas, DSE 2017. I'm here with Rich Ventura, who's Vice President of Business Development for NEC, and you're also the chair of the Digital Signage Federation, right?
Yes, this is my year as chairman.
So since you're the chair, you must be happy with the show because this is showing well for the entire digital signage industry.
You know, it's been great. Yesterday we had a Digital Out-of-Home Strategy Summit. We had about 158 people from the digital out-of-home industry with us, and at the end of the day, it is all-day sessions. End of the day, we still had 90 people in the room. So that shows you how much digital out-of-home has become so important in this industry. But the show has just been great so far.
Well, a lot of the money that was in television advertising is moving into digital out-of-home. I mean, I think that it's the area of the market that's going to grow the fastest of any advertising segment, other than maybe you could throw in their app and Facebook. But obviously, if you take a look at the chunk of money that's in the television advertising, they're going to take that money and put it into digital signage.
They are, and we're seeing this huge convergence. I mean, we're getting measurement companies wanting to get more involved. You're getting the billboard companies wanting to get more involved, the managed services, the integrators. And in fact, because of all that, we actually made a pretty big announcement this morning. We actually announced the Global Digital Out-of-Home Council, which is consisting of global digital out-of-home members both in Europe and the US, and we'll be seeing members from Latin America that are actually going to help form the direction and strategy for DSF as well as DSE and the whole industry going forward.
Well, I want you to switch hats real quick and let's talk about NEC. Behind us, you've got an amazing demo. That is one giant digital canvas where it's using a product called Green Hippo out of the UK, and you can basically output as many outputs as you want at whatever resolution you want to kind of create an infinity digital canvas, and you're doing a great job showing it here.
Yeah, what's great on this product from Green Hippo is it gives us a canvas to be creative, and then we go grab our friends at Holland9, so John 9 at Holland9, and this guy is just an amazing artist. And so we said, John, here's your canvas. Create something that's going to look like we put in Las Vegas or some entertainment space. As you can see, we've got so much going on here, and we're maximizing the resolution. Every single pixel is being used. We're not under or we're not going over. It's every pixel being used.
Right. It's not like it's a server that's got a maximum 8K resolution. It's an infinity pixel server, and you output whatever you want based on the native resolution of the display.
Pretty much. I mean, this is used for live venues. So, I mean, we've got some really cool capabilities on this. In fact, if you remember in New York, what we did in that, we had, I think, 6 or 7 projectors. We edge blended an Apple, and we had content flying all kinds of directions. Some of it looked a little bit similar to this. It was amazing what we were able to do. So we have some really cool things that we're able to do with this.
So talk to me about we're going to actually go around and shoot individual videos here of the of NEC's booth, where we're going to show you all the different application sections. I guess that's the way I would kind of pitch it, is that you're showing some areas where you're focused on products, like your embedded solutions, but in general, you're focusing on the application. You've got an education section, a retail section, a transportation section. Obviously, that's an intentional strategy.
Yeah, and we're a vertical organization, right? And we serve so many key verticals. So we have transportation, education, retail, we've got corporate communications, we've got collaboration, we've got, you know, live venue, amusement. We're able to show so many different things, and what's really cool as you go through a lot of stuff is we have about 30 partners that made this happen. From the CMS companies to the mount companies to the computing, together we're delivering so many solutions in here. I think all said and done, 23 different types of solutions are being shown here for all kinds of ways you can use digital signage.
You know, 10 years ago when you came to this show, all the display companies were all showing flat panel displays. You were the first booth I recall, first company I recall, saying, you know what, you can use projection in digital signage. Tell me how that strategy has gone. It's been probably 3 or 4 years since you started doing that. And have you got any stats on percentages? I mean, what percentage of digital signage is actually projection now versus direct view display?
So in the booth, we're showing 3 different projection solutions. 2 of them are edge blended projectors, one for retail, one for corporate communications. Corporate communication, working with our partners at Brightside and ScreenFeed. On the retail, we're working with Max Media, an agency out of Atlanta, and really wanting to show that you can do such a big palette and be a very stretched palette, right? The third one we're doing is with a company out of Dallas called Glass Media. And we're showcasing actually in-window type of signage. So they actually make a glass system. We're doing rear projection to it, so we can do retail, restaurants, stuff like that. When we look at that market and everywhere we're doing, it's still 30 to 40% of the market is still using projectors. The more edge blending we're seeing, the more projection mapping. And you know what's helping drive that? Laser projection.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I mean, laser's going to change everything, because not only do you get much brighter much better uniformity, but you can also color correct for a lot of conditions that you can't do with any other technology.
Yeah, and the projectors are getting better, right? Where you had to use 4 projectors to cover a space, you might be able to cover now with 2, or even in some cases even 1. So the lenses are getting better. The fact that we can run laser projectors for a longer period of time, the DLP chips,
and mount them any direction you want. You can mount them in any sort of configuration that you want. You have to worry about cooling.
Exactly, that's the great thing. And this is just the start, right? You're going to start seeing more and more types of different projection applications that we can do in digital signage.
Yeah, so you see that as a growing part of the market, which, you're not limited in size, obviously, right now, like you are with direct view display, other than LED. I mean, you can tile LED and get it bigger and bigger. But with projection, you can build digital displays any size, any form factor, and you can add more and more projectors onto it to make it bigger and bigger. And now that you have laser, you're going to get that consistency that you weren't getting in projection before.
Well, think of it this way. Here's the great thing about NEC. I've got desktop displays in a trash can running advertisement. I got large format displays running menu boards, outdoor. I've got 75-inch high brights. We've got direct view LED. I've got projectors. We have all the display technologies at NEC, and we can utilize them in so many different ways for digital signage. There is no limitation on what we're able to do with our different display technologies.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point, because I can't think of another manufacturer here on the show floor that has all the technologies. I mean, there are a lot of companies that have all the different kind of flat panel display technologies and, of course, projection technologies, but you do have all the different technologies, and even indoor and outdoor LED technology, which we haven't talked a lot about, which you're becoming a leader in very rapidly, and you weren't even a player in it 5 years ago.
Yeah, and we're thinking, like I said, we're thinking not as this is a 40-inch LCD. We're looking platforms, right? What is a platform that a retailer wants? What's a platform a transportation wants? Instead of us saying, here's a 40-inch LCD that everybody else is telling you, what do you guys want to do? And then let's look at our book of technology or our technology partners, or what do we need to build, and we're able to deliver to it.
So I asked Rich after this interview to take me over to the retail solutions, because I want you to see, I want everyone to understand, and I don't think you can do this in a one-person video, where you're actually demonstrating the retail analytics part of what your solution is. I think that's really cool, so I want us to go over there and take a look at that. And we're also going to shoot videos on all the different product station, all the different application stations here, so all you have to do is go to the video search window on the left side of the screen and type in NEC, and you can see them all. Rich, thank you very much for joining me. Congratulations on the chairmanship. And congratulations on the announcement of going worldwide.
Thank you very much. It's been a very hectic week for all of us. All of our board members have been running around with their heads off their shoulders, and we're just having a great time. I mean, it's really been a great experience this year so far, and we're looking forward to the rest of the week.
Well, thanks for joining us, and we've got a lot more to cover here at the DSE 2017 show here in Las Vegas. We're here at the NEC booth, and we're going to take you through a tour.